welcome to episode 4 of Out of Wenger'S Shadow on FM24. I'm Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, 2 games for you. We're at home to Lens and then away to Toulouse, both in Ligue 1. As you can see, we come into it on the back of a win over Reims away from home. So let's see if we can keep that going. And the team to face Lens is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team then for the game against Lens, and it is Lafont in goal, back four of Koza, Seiko, Comer and Amion, Douglas Augusto behind Mutusami and Kirivella in midfield, Bamba on the left, Mole on the right and Mohamed up front. So let's submit the team and go and find out the players' reaction to my assistant manager's team talk. Okay, well, whatever my assistant manager said to them has worked because to a man the starting 11 are all composed, and the only one who isn't is one of the substitutes, Nicolas Palois, who's responded aggressively to that team talk. So we'll keep an eye on him as to whether we use him later in the match or not. But let's get into it and see if we can grab the win. And as you can see, we are in reasonably good form. 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 defeat from the last 5. But Lens are in superb form. 4 wins on the spin and a draw before that. So it's going to be a tricky one, but let's get into it and see if we can grab the result. As you can see, they are significantly lower in the table than us, but in great form. And they have gone with that horrible defensive back 7 that we're going to have to break down. But it's Mole with the corner, and the header from Amion almost finds the far corner of the net. So first big chance to us, and it goes begging. And we're 25 minutes in, so let's demand more. I'd like to see another highlight before half time, and I'd like to see us take advantage of it and take the lead. We have got another highlight. It's Koza with the throw in. Mustafa back to Koza, who's got past his man. He's got the cross in. It's headed away only as far as Kirivella, who's in on goal, and Pedro Kirivella has given us the lead, and it is Nantes 1, Lens 0. So we've got the advantage on 37 minutes, and there is immediately another highlight. Thomason's ball through is intercepted. Kirivella to Mole. Kirivella, Mole again over the top, but it's too far ahead of the strikers, and Lens will be able to clear. They go down their left-hand side. Vahi. And his shot hits the woodwork and goes for a goal kick. So we're slightly fortunate to be still 1-0 up with around about a minute plus 2 added to go before half-time. Mustafa down the left, looking for a cross, plays it back instead to Koza. Douglas Augusto to Kirivella. And his shot is saved by Brice Samba. Bowled out to Medina. The highlight is continuing. Moda to Mercado. Played forward to Thomason. Down the line. Vahi to Thomason, who gets past his man. Finds Satoka. And the deflection hits the post. And we've got away with one there. And we'll get in at half time with a 1-goal lead, slightly fortunately, but we'll take it. And the assistant has reminded them that the fans turn up through thick and thin and that they should remember that. And that's had a composing effect on most of the lads. In terms of substitutions, Mutusami is tiring, so we'll get him off for Sissoko. And anybody playing poorly? Not really. But I could do with getting Kirivella off if we can do it. which we can, because we could drop Mole back. Chirivella then could be replaced by Benny Traore. And let's get out there for the second half and see if we can finish the job. So demand more. And hopefully we'll see a second goal before too long. We're up to third as it stands, 2 points behind Monaco and 7 adrift of Paris Saint-Germain. So we are very much in the Champions League shake-up, but it looks like Paris Saint-Germain are walking away with the spoils as far as the league title is concerned. I've paused it to make a couple more changes. I'm going to make all 3. I'm going to take Koza off and bring on Bertrand. I'm going to take Augusto off and we'll bring on Castelletto. And I'm going to take Bamba off, Kader Bamba, and bring on Ignatius Ganago. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I'm going to go Mustafa for Ganago instead. And let's get out there for the remaining 10 minutes or so and make sure that we can see this through to a winning conclusion. Into stoppage time, there's 4 minutes of it. Be quite happy if there's no highlight. And that is indeed what's played out. So the full-time score is Nantes 1, Lens 0. And I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and an away game against Toulouse. Team for this one, Lafont in goal, back four of Koza, Seco, Comer and Amion. Augusto behind Mutusami and Chirivella in midfield. Bamba on the left, Mole on the right, Mohamed up front. So let's submit the team and go and find out what the reaction is to my assistant manager's team talk. Okay, well, whatever he said, he's absolutely nailed it this time. To a man, they are composed, which is exactly what we want. So let's get out there and see if we can turn that into a win. And as you can see, in contrast to our opponents last time, Toulouse are in woeful form. 4 defeats in their last 5. So let's see if we can pile the misery on and let's get out there and do it. So we're looking for early signs that we're going to make a breakthrough. And with 10 minutes gone, we've got nothing to indicate that. So I am going to demand more. Even though we're away from home, I expect us to win this and win it comfortably. Toulouse in grave danger of going down. And as it stands, they've got the first highlight. Corner floated in. It's headed away. Comer and the shot goes over the top of the crossbar. And we've got away with one there. Lafont's goal kick to Seco. Finds Koza into Mutusami, and he's given the ball away. It's played down the right hand side. Babica to Dessler, and they're in behind, and Abu Klal has put the ball in the net. And is this going to be disallowed for offside? It is incredibly tight and it is offside, so we've got away with one. I'm going to fire the lads up this time. And it is Augusto's free kick into the area, but it doesn't find a yellow shirt. And Jacobs brings it clear again. And Toulouse are in on our back four for a second time. And this time there's going to be no reprieve. And it is Abu Klal again. And this time it is Toulouse 1, Nantes 0. So really, really poor opening half an hour. And we've been made to pay for that. So now we will demand more again. As Toulouse come forward again. This time Lafont bails us out and it will be a corner. But we have been woefully off the pace, and there will be significant alterations at half-time. Abu Klal into Babacar, and he's offside. So that will halt that attack. But the 4-4-2 that they're employing is definitely working. So I'm wondering whether we match them up and go attacking in the second half. And in fact, that is what I'm going to do. My assistant manager's told them they've been terrible, and I agree with him. So let's switch to a 4-4-2, and let's make the necessary changes to make that happen. So where are we in need of change? Kader Bamba is playing very poorly indeed, but does fit that role. Augusto's on a yellow card, so he will come off, and Ganago will come on. I'll make Ganago an advance forward on attack. And in fact, Mohamed will change his role to a target forward on attack. And we will also take Mole off and bring on Coco. Any other changes? Yeah, I'm going to take Seiko off. In fact, no, not Seiko. I'm going to take Comet off, and we'll bring Castelletto on. So 3 changes, a change of formation, and as I say, we are going to go positive to start with. We'll go attacking if we need to, and let's see how they respond to that tactical switch. So far they've done nothing, and hasn't really had the effect I was hoping for. I am going to switch to attacking. We are going to demand more, and it is a Toulouse highlight again. Gelabert has the shot and Lafont makes the save. And we have been utterly disappointing in this game. Against an out-of-form side, we have shown absolutely no desire to put them to the sword at all. Costa with the ball forward finds Donham. He gets the ball to the byline, pulls it back for Sierro, who's in on goal, and Lafont with the save keeps the score at 1-0. What can we change? As Lafont comes out and claims that corner, Koza needs to come off. Bertrand can come on. And Bamba needs to come off for Traore. And we're not going to get anything out of this game, unfortunately. And there is the full-time whistle. Toulouse 1, Nantes 0. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, time to take a look at the league table then. And as you can see, we're in 6th place with 11 wins, 5 draws, 5 defeats from our 21 matches. 38 points on the board. 1 adrift of the top 4, which of course isn't our aim. Our aim is top half. So we're well on track to achieve that. And let's have a look at when we're going to come back. And I'm going to bring you back in the middle of March, and I'm going to show you the away game against Marseille and the home game against Strasbourg. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.